Is this a miracle juice? I am so obsessed.
Recently, drinking celery juice has become a rising trend amongst yogis, wellness fanatics, and even those struggling with varying health issues. With claims ranging from improved digestion and reduced bloating to increased energy and clear skin, I decided to put this trend to the test. For the next week, I will be drinking 16 ounces of celery juice every morning on an empty stomach, which seems to be the recommended dose, according to the internet and my best friend Sabrina, who happens to be a celery juice fanatic.
Literally obsessed. Okay, one, it tastes really good. It reduces like oxidative stress. I did look that up. Also, it kind of fills you up too, so I'm not super hungry.
Before diving into this experiment, I decided to do some research on my own and see what real doctors are saying about celery juice. I came across an article written by Dr. Jessica Petros, a board-certified functional medicine doctor. The article broke down some of the research we currently have on celery juice and anecdotal evidence of its benefits reported by some of her patients. I still had several questions, so I decided to speak with Dr. Jess to learn more. What are you finding as an actual doctor in your own practice with people's results with this?
I am impressed so far with what I've seen in my patients, so I encourage it. I do think it's a worthwhile trend. I started to notice it was clearing people's skin, was helping their moods a little bit, helping their acid reflux. I've noticed a lot of people don't have bloating. A lot of people aren't complaining about constipation. What that's telling me is somehow this is working on our guts. It even relieves some joint pains in rheumatoid arthritis patients of mine. And that again is because the body is healing the gut lining and processing food, breaking down nutrients like it's supposed to. The body is processing nutrients in, toxic waste out, and that's the way it should work.
What is the current research that we have on celery juice, and what does it tell us?
Celery is a plant from the Apiaceae family. It's been studied by several scientists, mostly in other countries. It has things like ferulic acid, p-coumaric acid, caffeic acids, and these are all different types of powerful antioxidants that are contained in celery. And that's what we know that it does. We also know that a lot of these antioxidants do things like remove excess free radicals, support our mitochondrial health, which is super important. And then if you look at the actual studies that are done on mostly animals, there's one on rats where they increased the sperm count in the male rats that were taking celery dosages every day. The Apiaceae family and celery specifically, there's studies from, I believe, in the late 1990s that displayed a decreased pain reaction when the rats were given a hot plate after consuming celery. So there's some anti-inflammatory and pain benefits as well. There was a study published in 2010. It showed the antioxidants in celery that we previously spoke of improved the stomach lining and actually decreased ulcers in rats, not in humans. And it has been shown in some of the science to be anti-pathogenic.
What do we still need to learn? What in the next 10 years do we want to know about celery juice in human studies?
We really need to take the whole plant in organic, pesticide-free fashion and have some healthy volunteers and see what benefits they get from celery in clinical trials. And I would really like to see celery being used for what we think it can do in this animal studies.
Why is it important to have organic celery juice rather than non-organic?
Celery, unfortunately, is one of the vegetables that is easily sprayed with pesticides and contaminated. I always stress this in general, but if you're going to be drinking 16 ounces of raw celery juice every morning, please make the effort to also buy organic and pesticide-free. We are concerned about some of the recent studies of some of the pesticides. Any way to decrease your toxin load in today's world is advantageous for you.
Luckily, a health food store called Rainbow Acres right down the street from my apartment sells 16 ounces of fresh organic celery juice for just $4, an uncanny price for organic juice in Los Angeles.
Let's give it a little taste. Wow. It's really, really refreshing. I actually do like celery. Like, I'm a fan of munching on celery, mainly because my mouth, it just likes to keep moving and chewing on things, so celery is very crunchy and gives my mouth something to do when I'm bored.
Why is juicing celery and actually drinking the juice of the celery different than just eating a bunch of celery stalks?
Think how many stalks of celery you have to put in a juicer to get a full 16 ounces, let's say. It's really hard to eat, 8 stalks of celery or so, which would be in 16 ounces. You can get way more nutrients nutrient-dense content if you juice the celery rather than try and eat it. So that's the main benefit, is trying to get as many nutrients as we can into your gut. Juicing it is absorbed a little bit faster in the body and processed a little bit easier.
How is drinking celery juice alone different than drinking a green juice that has celery, cucumber, kale, lemon, ginger? Why is just celery juice better?
You throw a lot of things in a juice or drink together, and that can confuse the body sometimes, or a sensitive digestive system. So having one vegetable like celery in there, the body says, I recognize you. You're easy for me to break down and absorb. And that really helps people who are struggling from a digestive standpoint.
By day 2, the only thing I noticed was that drinking celery juice made me have to pee a lot more throughout the day and for a lot longer than normal. But by day 3, I started to see a noticeable difference in my energy levels.
I'm telling you, people, if you want to start your morning off right, hot yoga and celery juice, and you will be unstoppable. Feel like a superwoman, basically.
I started to feel really guilty about all of the plastic I was wasting by getting celery juice every day served in plastic cups. So I decided to get a really cute mason jar container with a glass straw that I could use for my celery juice and also help reduce waste. As I continued on my journey, I started to meet all sorts of people who were all gung-ho about the celery juice trend.
Are you a celery juicer?
I am.
Really? Why?
It feels really good to drink it, and it's really good for your body.
Why do you drink celery juice?
I think it's good for my skin.
I didn't crave sugar, suppressed my appetite. I felt that it was extremely healing and potent. And the days that I haven't had the celery juice, I went back to my cravings.
Oh my gosh, you did double. Why do you drink it?
It helps my digestion, transforms my morning. Normally I'm kind of nauseous in the morning.
As the week progressed, I became one of them, a true celery juice fanatic myself.
I've been having really crazy high energy levels as well as an increase in focus at work. I've been so productive this week. Is this a miracle juice? Who would have ever thought? But I am so obsessed. So I went in to get my celery juice this morning at Rainbow Acres, and a very hilarious thing happened. I walked in and immediately the juice guy at the juice bar goes, "What up, celery girl?" He literally referred to me as Celery Girl. It's official. I am Celery Girl. Maybe I should start a superhero cartoon character called Celery Girl that teaches kids about healthy eating and drinking the celery juice. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I am so pleasantly surprised by this trend that I was very skeptical of in the beginning. I am now a huge fan. I'm on the celery juice bandwagon all the way. I really can't believe all of the noticeable benefits I've gotten from drinking this celery juice every day. I'm not nearly as hungry. My cravings are gone. I have so much energy. I am a huge fan of this. I subscribe to the trend. I am going to continue. I am Celery Girl for life. And remember to subscribe to Yoga Journal. Hit the bell button so you will be notified whenever we post a new video. Comment below if you have any more questions about this. Like this video if you enjoyed it. So until next time, I will say to you, yogis, happy celery juicing, and the light in me honors and respects the light within you. Namaste, Yogi Bears. I will see you next time. Bye.